This week I'm going to be talking about Dolores Cannon and the New Earth. And today I'm going to be sharing with you an article that she wrote called Awaken. I think this article is really powerful and speaks a lot about the New Earth. So I hope you enjoy just listening what Dolores wrote. There have been many prophecies and visions of our future and the evolution of consciousness of our world. Dolores Cannon has been at the forefront of this investigation, researching, as she calls, lost knowledge, the origins of life on Earth and throughout the universe. In this article, Dolores shares this information, which she admits is controversial. A view of planetary transformation that is both mind-bending and awe-inspiring. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. Revelation 2. My research in the field of hypnosis has taken me on unimaginable journeys through time and space to explore the history of the past and the possibilities of the future. When I first began my investigations through past life therapy, I thought I would find people remembering lives on Earth because naturally that was all we knew about. My belief system has really been stretched and extended over the past 30 years. As my work progressed, I was given a great deal of information about the beginning of life on Earth. I was told that this is the time for this knowledge to come forth. We are moving into a new world, a new dimension, where this information will be appreciated and applied. During my work, I have heard much about everything being composed of energy. The shape and the form is only determined by the frequency and vibration. Energy never dies. It only changes. I have been told that the Earth is changing its vibration and frequency and is preparing to rise into a new dimension. There are countless dimensions surrounding us at all times. We cannot see them because the vibrations speed up. They are invisible to our eyes. It is important for us to know more about the shift to a new dimension because it is coming soon. Earth is a school that we go to and learn lessons, but it's not only a school. You have lived on other planets and in other dimensions. You have done many things that you cannot even imagine. Many of the people I have worked with in the last few years have regressed to lifetimes where they were light beings, living in a state of bliss. They had no reason to come into Earth's density and negativity. They volunteered to come to help mankind and the Earth at this time. I have encountered what I consider to be 3 waves of these new souls who are living on Earth. They have come at this time because most of those who have been here for lifetime after lifetime have become bogged down in karma and are not advancing. They have lost sight of the purpose of being here. The first wave of these souls, in their late 40s to early 60s now, had the most difficult time adjusting. They didn't like the violence, the ugliness they found in the world and wanted to return home, even though they had no idea consciously where that might be. The second wave is now in their late 20s and early 30s. They are moving through life much more easily. They are generally focused on helping others, creating no karma, and normally going unnoticed. The third wave is the new children, many of whom are now in their teens. They have come in with all of the knowledge needed on an unconscious level. Their DNA has already been altered and they are prepared to proceed with little or no problems. Some of these children are only 9 or 10 years old and have already graduated from college. They are forming organizations, and amazingly, these are organizations to help the children of the world, preparing for the new earth. As the new earth is formed, when you first cross over, you will be in your physical body. Eventually, over time, it will turn into a light body, just the way these other beings are. My subjects are being told that they must change their diet in order to make the adjustment into the new world. You have to be lighter. Heavy foods will hold you to the old earth. They have said many times that the ideal food are live foods, fresh fruits and vegetables. Lighter foods will allow you to change your vibration and frequency more easily. They say to stay away from sugar and to drink lots and lots of water. The true value of water is unfathomable. Many people have asked, what am I supposed to be doing? We are here to help each other, being there for each other. There are 2 things that we have to get rid of in order to go to the new earth: negative karma and fear. There is good karma and negative karma. As long as you are bogged down with negative karma, you are going to remain on the old earth. Because the way the law of karma is set up, you must repay it. Too many people are caught up in negative karma and do not know how to release it. That is the reason why new souls had to come, because they don't have karma, and that they can help others release theirs. You have had many lifetimes with the same people, going over the same circumstances and not resolving it. Until you can stop that cycle and get off the wheel of karma, you are not going to be able to evolve upward. The way to get rid of negative karma is to forgive and to let go. Some of my clients have said, I can't forgive them. You don't know what they did to me. That is what makes people sick, holding on to the baggage and the garbage and not letting it go. You have to let go of it because it's not hurting the other person. It's only hurting you. The first thing you're going to have to do is forgive. Now, sometimes that is difficult to do face to face with the person. And sometimes that person in whom you have negative karma has died. You don't have to face the person or ask for forgiveness to forgive them. You can do it mentally. Picture the person in your mind and just speak to him or her mentally. Focus on that person and send your forgiveness and love. Everything comes back to love. It all goes back to you treating others as you would want to be treated yourself. It begins to turn the vibration of love that is the most powerful thing there is. Now, the second thing that you have to do after is to forgive yourself, which is also very difficult. People are always good at blaming others without looking at themselves. It takes 2 to create a situation. Even though you consider yourself to be the victim, you're still part of the whole thing, perhaps even from a previous lifetime. You have to look deep inside to be able to see and accept your part in the circumstances, and then forgive yourself. Release it and let it go. It has no place in your life anymore. The second most important thing they say that you have to do if you want to go to the new earth is to let go of fear. Fear is a paralyzing emotion. It's the strongest emotion a human has. If you don't understand something, you are going to be afraid of it. Fear drags you down and holds you back. If you have love, there is no fear. But many people live their entire lives in fear. There is so much fear on TV, in movies, and everywhere trying to generate fear. You have to think for yourself and ask lots of questions. Make up your own mind. Then what you come up with will be your truth. Most of the time, what we fear never happens anyway. Fear is so powerful that when you think of something on and on, through the law of attraction, you draw that very thing toward you. You have to get rid of fear because it's debilitating and binding. It will hold you to the old earth. Meditation is very helpful. They say that the best time to meditate is just before the sun comes up, when all the earth is quiet and still. Any time that you can set aside for yourself to be quiet, alone, and just relax will be beneficial. Then ask your questions and listen for your answers. At a recent conference I attended, Annie Kirkwood, author of Mary's Message to the World, described a vision she had for this transformation. She saw the Earth's sphere begin to pull apart like a cell when it divides into two, and then it separated into two Earths. And on the new Earth, she heard them saying, "We did it, we did it." On the old Earth, she heard them saying, "Poor thing, she died believing all of that." One group is not ever going to be aware that anything has happened. I would like to end with a quotation from my book, The Convoluted Universe, Book 3, a message given during a session, one in which the soul who had come directly from God. You are God. It is given to you to manifest your God beingness. Open your God self and allow the light to enter. From within will come such light. It will manifest from the very core of your being. The world which you envisage is already inside of you. You are not moving to another planet. You are breaking out of your shell. This planet, this shell, is bringing forth that light. It is given to you to enter your light fully, and to draw it out. And I say, I am light. Nothing in God's beingness can exist without the permission of God. I say to you, you are God's. You are the light. Now, if you've never had a QHHT session in which Dolores Cannon developed over 40 years, this for me was the most single life-changing thing that I've ever done. And it's actually why I've become a practitioner myself, so I can help others achieve their success and fulfillment that I have found in my life. I'm a level 2 practitioner. If you would like to find out more information, you can email me directly, paul@paulwilliamstv.com.